say Parliament, the Honorables Abbas Akmat, Abbas Haron, Abbas Zulkarnain, Abbas Basit Sarip, Abu Bujib, Adyom Jorahan Nalonto, Ahang Abdullah, Alamia Lasa, Alauddin Faiz, Ali Ibrahim, Ali Anang Jr., Ali Dimapag, Alil Cesar, Amuluto Suarto, Bayan, Anayat Sana, Asmawil Musa, Kalindong Ali Pangalian, Ahamin Minodin, Basman Anna Tarhana, Burahan Abraham, Andaw Bay Mali,
Present po.
Tanda mo lahat may sa Musa, Dipuan Prula, Ibrahim Abdul Aziz,
Present.
Aya Katula, Gera Edward, Nasim Abdullah, Asad
Present.
Iqbal Malger, Ismail Rasul, Jajuri Raisa, Jakilan Muslimin,
Present.
Jikriyal, Taron Bainon, Pidasan Mussolini, Loong Don Mustafa, Lorena Jose Ribani, Makako Abdurauf, Makapaar Abdullah, Karaya Jamel,
Present.
Salong Marjani, Manguda Dato Kadafe, Mantawil Malik, Mastura Dato Tukaw, Mastura Isyara, Mawali Lamil Bahar, Mitimbang Dato Mitpantaw, Mitmog Rasul Jr., Mujahid Abdul Muhmin, Munoz Hussain, Pagasa Mubaida, Abdul Wahab, Pangandaman Nabila Margarita,
Present.
Ramos Jamila, Rimbang Sultan Idrisa Nazer, Zakar Madayaw, Salenda Said, Sali Al Said, Saliga Romeo, Salik Ali, Sangki Ali, Sani Punduma, Sadar Al-Sad,
Present po.
Sema Omar Ser, Sema Romeo, Sheikh Said, Silongan Aida, Sulaiman Ali, Tago Paisalin, Tan Nabil, Uja Sahi, Ulam
is entitled A Resolution Commending Mindanao State University College of Law in Marawi City and the Notre Dame University College of Law in Cotabato City in producing 94 new Bangsamoro lawyers in the recent 2020-2021 bar examinations. Authored by the Honorable Member of the Parliament Abdullah P. Hashim, co-authored by the Honorable Members of the Parliament Susana S. Anayatin, by Maleha B. Kandaw, Amil Bahar S. Mawalil, Don Mustafa E. Luong, Ilanio U. Ulama, Baintan A. Ampatuan, Maysara D. Latif, Abdul Muhmin Mujahid, Ibrahim D. Ali, Hatim Ali Asan, Said M. Sheikh, Idi M. Ali, Bainon J. Caron, Mudayaw M. Sakar, Ubaida C. Pakasam, Nabila Margarita P. Pangandaman, Faiz S. Alauddin, and Mujib C. Abu. Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, I move to treat this as simple resolution be transferred for the business of the day.
It's a motion that BR 727 be treated as simple resolution and further move that the same be included in the business for the day. Is there any objection to the motion? Hearing none, BR 727 is hereby treated as simple resolution and is now included in the business for the day.
Mr. Speaker, may we request the Secretary General to read the next proposed resolution?
Secretary General so requested.
Mr. Speaker, on proposed resolution number 728 is entitled, a resolution directing the Ministry of Interior and Local Government to encourage the constituent local government units of BARM to enact an ordinance prescribing the installations of closed circuit television (CCTV) systems in the strategic locations within their respective jurisdiction to assist in crime prevention and solution. Authored by the Honorable Member of the Parliament, Maysara D. Latif, co-authored by the members of the Parliament, Don Mustafa E. Luong, Bunduma Bisani, Daimaleha Bikandaw, Susana S. Anayatin, Idi M. Ali, Abdul Muhmin Mujahid, Faiz S. Alauddin, Melanio U. Ulama, Abdullah Igayat, Nabila Margarita P. Pangandaman, Abdullah B. Hashim, Jamila D. Ramos, Siti Sahara I. Mastura, Basit S. Abbas, Bainon J. Caron, and Ali Osang Salik. Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, I move to refer this to the Committee on Local Government.
So before we proceed with the referral of BR 728, Secretary General, please include the presence of MP, the Good Minority Leader, MP Attorney Liza Alamia present in today's session. There's a motion that BR 728 be referred to the Committee on Local Government. Any objection to the motion? Hearing none, BR 728 is hereby referred to the Committee on Local Government.
Mr. Speaker, may we request again the Secretary General to read the next proposed resolution?
Secretary General is so requested.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, proposed resolution number 729. Entitled, a resolution urging the Bangsamoro Women Commission to institutionalize and adopt the search for Bangsamoro women advocates in the BARM as an annual flagship program in celebrations of Women's Month. Authored by the Honorable Member of the Parliament, Maysara D. Latif, authored by the members of the Parliament, Don Mustafa E. Luong, Bondaw Mabisani, Daimaleha Bikandaw, Susana S. Anayatin, Idi M. Ali, Abdul Muhmin Mujahid, Faiz S. Alauddin, Melanio U. Ulama, Abdullah Igayat, Nabila Margarita P. Pangandaman, Abdullah B. Hashim, Jamila D. Ramos, Siti Sahara I. Mastura, Basit S. Abbas, Bainon J. Caron, and Ali Osalik. Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, I move to refer this to the Committee on Social Services.
There's a motion that BR 729 be referred to the Committee on Social Services. Any objection to the motion? Hearing none, BR 729 is referred to the Committee on Social Services.
Again, Mr. Speaker, may we request the Secretary General to read the next proposed resolution?
Secretary General is so requested.
Mr. Speaker, proposed resolution number 731 is entitled Resolution Expressing Deepest Sympathy and Condolences to the family of the former ARMM Regional Legislative Assembly Speaker, Dato Jimmy Matalam, and recognizing his contributions for the Bangsamoro people. Authored by the Honorable Members of the Parliament, Rasul E. Mitmog Jr., Liza M. Alamia, Suharto M. Ambulutu, Baintan A. Ampatuan, Rasul E. Ismail, Don Mustafa A. Luong, and Amil Bahares Mawado. Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, I move to treat this as simple resolution and be transferred for the business of the day.
There's a motion that BR 731 be treated as simple resolution and be included in the business for the day. Any objection to the motion? Hearing none, BR 731 is treated as simple resolution and is now concluded in the business for the day.
Mr. Speaker, I request again the Secretary General to read the next proposed resolution.
Secretary General is so requested.
Mr. Speaker, on proposed resolution number 739 is entitled a resolution expressing sympathy and condolences to the bereaved family of the late Dato Jimmy Matalam and recognizing recognizing and honoring his contributions as former Congressman of 2nd District of Maguindanao, former Regional Vice Governor of Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao, former Assemblyman of 2nd District of Maguindanao. Authored by the Honorable Member of the Parliament, Susana S. Anayatin. Authored by the Honorable Members of the Parliament, Day Maliha B. Kandao, ADM Ali, Milanio U. Ulama, Abdullah B. Hashim, Abdul Muhmin A. Mujahid, Hatimil E. Asan, Ana Tarhata S. Basman, Omar Yasser Sema, Jose I. Lorena, Pangalian M. Balindong, Faiz S. Alauddin, Kunduma Bisani, and Jamila D. Ramos. Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, I move to treat this as simple resolution and be transferred for the business of the day.
There's a motion that PR 739 be treated as simple resolution, be included in the business for the day. Any objection to the motion? Hearing none, PR 739 is hereby treated as simple resolution, is now included in the business for the day.
Again, Mr. Speaker, may we request the Secretary to read the next proposed resolution.
Secretary General is so requested.
Mr. Speaker, proposed resolution number 744 is entitled Resolution Congratulating President-elect Ferdinand Romualdez Marcos Jr. and Vice President-elect Sara Zimmerman Duterte for their overwhelming victory in the 2022 elections and reiterating the Bangsamoro Parliament's support and cooperation to the incoming administration. Authored by the Honorable Members of the Parliament, Daintan A. Ampatuan, Amil Bahar S. Mawalin, Liza M. Alamia, Suarto M. Ambulutu, Rasul Y. Litmog Jr., Don Mustafa A. Luong, and Rasul E. Ismail.
Mr. Speaker, I move to treat this as simple resolution and be transferred for the business of the day.
There's a motion that PR 744 be treated as simple resolution, be included in the business for the day. Any objection to the motion? Hearing none, PR 744 is treated as simple resolution, and is now included in the business for the day.
Again, Mr. Speaker, may we request the Secretary to read the next proposed resolution.
Secretary General is so requested.
Mr. Speaker, before reading, I'd like also to reiterate that proposed resolution number 744 is also co-authored by the honorable members of the Parliament, Abdul Muhmin A. Mujahid, Susana S. Anayatin, Muslimin A. Jakilan, Jose I. Lorena, ADM Ali, and Abdullah B. Hashim.
Secretariat,
Sir.
please take note of those names be included as co-authors. Proceed, Secretary General.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, on proposed resolution numbers 746 is entitled A Resolution Expressing Profound Gratitude and Appreciation of the Bangsamoro Transition Authority to President Rodrigo Roa Duterte for the passage of the Bangsamoro Organic Law, BTA extension, and the overwhelming support of his administration to the Bangsamoro people. Mr. Speaker, this is authored by the honorable members of the Parliament, E.D. M. Ali, Mohagir M. Iqbal, Pangalian M. Balindong, Lanang T. Ali Jr., Hatimil H. Asan, Ali B. Sulaiman, Susana S. Anayatin, Jose I. Lorena, Payan P. Tago, Maysara D. Muhammad S. Yaqub, Ibrahim D. Ali, Jamila D. Ramos, Baynon J. Caron, Haron M. Abbas, Bay Maleha B. Kandao, Abdullah B. Hashim, Marjani S. Makasalong, Ali O. Sadiq, Said M. Sheikh, Mujib C. Abu, Said Z. Zalendab, Malik M. Antawil, Basit S. Abbas, Kadafi Muradato, Romeo K. Sema, Don Mustafa E. Luong, Sahi S. Uja, Azfar S. Usman, Makaraya, Al-Sad P. Satar, Abdul Muhmin Mujahid, Muslimin A. Jakilan, Rasul Ismail, Narciso C. U. Eke, Cesar H. Alin, and Muslima Asmawin. Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, I move to treat this as simple resolution and be transferred for the business of the day.
So there's a motion that PR 746 be treated as simple resolution and be included in the business for the day. Any objection to the motion? Hearing none, PR 746 is now treated as simple resolution, is now included in the business for the day.
Mr. Speaker, again, may we request the Secretary to read the next proposed resolution.
Secretary General is so requested.
Mr. Speaker, proposed resolution number 747 is entitled Resolution Expressing Utmost Congratulations to the President-elect Ferdinand Bongbong Romualdez Marcos Jr. and Vice President-elect Sara Inday Duterte Carpio in the recently concluded May 9, 2022 national and local elections, authored by the Honorable Member of the Parliament, Sultan Idrisa H.N. Rimbang. Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, I move to treat this a simple resolution be transferred for the basis of the day.
So there's a motion that PR 747 be treated as simple resolution and be included in the business for the day. Any objection to the motion? None. PR 747 is hereby treated as simple resolution and is now included in the business for the day.
Mr. Speaker, may we request again the Secretary to read the next proposed resolution.
Secretary General has so requested.
Mr. Speaker, proposed resolution number 748 is entitled, "A resolution congratulating and commending Mayor Bruce de la Cruz Matabalaw, Vice Mayor Boots Abu, and 10 councilors for winning and having been elected as the new city officials of Cotabato City, BARM." Authored by the Honorable Member of Parliament Narciso C.U. A.K., Lanang Tiadi Jr., Edward Yuguera, Abdurrahuf A. Makakwa, Omar Yasser Sisema, Nabil A. Khan, Susana S. Anayatin, EDM Ali, Ahmad I. Abbas, Azfar H. Usman, Aida M. Silungan, Said C. Zalindab, Abdul Wahab Pak, Sahi S. Uja, and Ibrahim D. Ali, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, I move to treat this as simple resolution be transferred for the basis of the day.
There's a motion that PR 478 be treated as simple resolution and included in the business for the day. Any objection? Hearing none, PR 748 is hereby treated as simple resolution is now included in the business for the day.
Again, Mr. Speaker, may we request the Secretary to read the next proposed resolution.
Secretary General is so requested.
Proposed resolution number 749, Mr. Speaker, is entitled, "A resolution congratulating and commending President Ferdinand Bongbong R. Marcos Jr. and Vice President Sara Duterte Carpio for winning the 2022 national elections." Authored by the honorable members of the Parliament Narciso C.U. A.K., Lanang T. Ali Jr., Edward Yuguera, Abdurrahuf A. Makakwa, Omar Yasser Sisema, Nabil A. Khan, Susana S. Anayatin, ED I. Abbas, Azfar S. Usman, Aida M. Silungan, Said Z. Zalindab, Abdul Wahab M. Pak, and Sahi S. Uja, Mr. Speaker.
Again, Mr. Speaker, I move to treat this as simple resolution be transferred for the business of the day.
There's a motion that PR 749 be treated as simple resolution included in the business for the day. Any objection? Hearing none, PR 749 is hereby treated as simple resolution is now included in the business for the day.
Again, Mr. Speaker, may we request the Secretary to read the next proposed resolution.
Secretary General is so requested.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, proposed resolution number 759 is entitled, "Resolution adopting the calendar of session for the fourth regular session of the Bangsamoro Transition Authority." Authored by the Honorable Member of the Parliament, Lanang T. Ali Jr., Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, I move to treat this as simple resolution be transferred for the basis of the day.
There's a motion that PR 759 be treated as simple resolution and be included in the business for the day. Any objection to the motion? Hearing none, PR 759 is hereby treated as simple resolution and is now included in the business for the day.
Mr. Speaker, we are now on item number 8, first stage of bill. May we request the Secretary there to read the first BTA Parliament bill on first stage for today's session, Mr. Speaker, including the number, the title, and the authors.
Secretary General is so requested.
Mr. Speaker, on the first stage of bills, we have BTA Parliament Bill number 186 entitled, "An Act Creating the Bangsamoro Housing Office, Defining its Mandates, Powers, and Functions, and Providing Funds Therefore." Authored by the Honorable Members of the Parliament, Laintan A. Ampatuan, Ames Mawal, and Liza M. Alamia. Co-authored by the Honorable Members of the Parliament, Suharto M. Ambuluto, Rasul Y. Mitmog Jr., Don Mustafa Luong, and Rasul Ismail, Mr. Speaker.
Speaker, this is a private member bill. Any members of the Parliament would like to signify their interest in authors, they may do so by filling up the authorship form that was distributed before this session started. Again, Mr. Speaker, may we request the Secretary to read the next Parliament.
Secretary General is so requested.
Mr. Speaker, BTA Parliament Bill number 187 is entitled, "An Act Reducing the Cost of Electricity for Bangsamoro Government Offices and Buildings by Promoting the Development and Utilization of Solar Energy Systems, Providing Funds Therefore, and for Other Purposes." Authored by the Honorable Member of the Parliament, Amil Bahar S. Mawalil, co-authored by the Honorable Members of Parliament Bentan A. Ampatuan, Liza M. Alamia, Rasul Y. Mitmog Jr., Suharto M. Ambuluto, Don Mustafa A. Luong, and Rasul Ismail, Mr. Speaker.
This is again, Mr. Speaker, a private member bill. Any members of the parliament who have interest to be co-authors, just fill up the co-authorship form that was distributed